We're asking a question about love today, but it's probably not what you're thinking of. Stick around. You are enjoying the Step Out and Thrive podcast. Hey, welcome back to the Step Out and Thrive podcast. My name is Bethany B. Joy, and I'm so excited that you're here. This community is for anyone who feels like they constantly pour out to others, but often doesn't find that place where they can just be seen and known and understood themselves. It's for faith-driven dreamers that love to do more than just survive and to step out and thrive. We're right in the middle of a series about questions and curious questions. My favorite thing is to get into curious conversations with other people and ask questions. And the series puts a lot of it together. And so today's question was actually one that came out of one of our group sessions that we had. And I loved it. It's actually one thing that I stopped and asked myself. And when I tried to figure out who asked this question, I couldn't track it down. So we're just going to say we have amazing groups. And if you're looking for a live group that you would love to check in with, that you would love to learn more about, come check out Step Out and Thrive. You can go to community.stepoutandthrive.com and check us out and get involved for no cost to you, at least the beginning level. With that being said, the question today is, what would love do? Almost like, what would Jesus do? But what would love do here in the middle of a situation? The story that I have about this, because again, I don't remember when this was asked and I don't remember who asked this, but it's a great question. I remember going on a trip. It was 2 Januaries ago. This is being recorded in January 2026. So it's January 2025 when I got to go hang out with Bob Goff out in California. And of course, y'all know Bob. If you know Bob Goff, you know he wrote this book, Love Does. And it's just amazing, amazing stories about the radical, chasing, unendless whimsy of love and what love can do in amazing situations and almost unthinkable. But I love this question because it makes me think of Bob in this one situation that happened, because we were there and it was in California. And I was with some other people out of this group and we were taking pictures. And I said, Bob, I want to get on your Jeep and take a picture with you on your Jeep. Now, keep in mind, this is back when it's only a couple years ago. So I had my cane, my white cane. And this was hard because I'm out in different situations. My vision isn't the best. And it was great because I wasn't sure how he would respond to that. And instead he was like, yes, we got to do that. So he let me in the driver's seat. And I remember just like, it's been a while since I've been in the driver's seat of anything. And he put his arm around me and he showed me like what these things do and how to operate it. And somebody got some of that on video. And I got to watch it back and I look like a little kid all over again. I was so excited. He didn't have to do any of that. But this is Bob in a nutshell. Bob goes above and beyond. And we have a picture. I don't know if I'm going to have time to put it here on this thing or not. But we are just biggest smiles. It's one of my favorite pictures of me and Bob from that week. And it just reminded me about how far love can go. And the greatest thing about this question is it's not, how can I keep the peace? Instead, it's, how can I approach this in a way that honors this person, that honors God, it honors my integrity? Love doesn't always keep peace. Oftentimes, love can put peace on totally different wavelength. It can often invite uncomfortable situations. It probably wasn't comfortable for Bob to have a legally blind woman in his Jeep and turning the key. That probably wasn't exciting for him. I don't know. I'm just speaking out. Bob, if it was, let me know. I still want to drive a car, by the way, so let me know if that can happen. Anyway, that's probably not a normal circumstance, but it happened because he knew the joy that it would bring. And he's a little crazy too, but I love him. So again, what would love do in this situation? Another situation that comes to mind right now is that I had a really good friend that I was with at Walmart. And she had a little kid with her. Love this boy. He's awesome. But he's also all boy. And me, after raising 3 boys, I get it. She was really excited. She was going to go pick up some potato salad and coleslaw and some stuff for her dinner. And this boy, he picked up this huge thing of potato salad. Y'all know where I'm going. And he dropped it and it went everywhere. And I looked at this mom. She was just having, I'm not going to go into all of it, but y'all, she was having a really hard day. I'm going to put it like that. And I was kind of caught off guard by it. And I just found myself watching to see how to best move forward. I'm not one of those instant reactors. I wish I was in some situations, but I just noticed I was watching to see what would happen. And I loved her. She was amazing. I remember she had something in her hands and she gently put it in the cart. And she got down to his level. And she said, "Oh no, it's spilled. What do you think we should do?" And I just noticed that he wasn't scared. Instead, he said, "Mom, can we clean it up?" And she said, "I don't know, we can ask." And sure enough, off they went to ask an employee how to clean up the mess. And I was just like, oh my goodness. It wasn't, "What did you do?" or "How did this happen?" Instead, it was, wow, how can we make this a memory together? How can we learn to clean up the mess together? Love looked differently in that situation. And it's just a moment to me because I don't know, sometimes as a parent having a horrible day like that, I don't know if I would have the ability to respond like that. And she told me later, she's like, something came over her at that moment. I said, I know what it was. It had to be love that you had for your kid. So what situation in your life can you ask that? What would love do? What invitation, not necessarily for peace, but what invitation can you invite people to think differently, to respond differently, to make you go, wow, there had to be God in that moment to have them react like that? It's a very curious question to ask and something to stick with. I'd love to hear your responses. Again, it's always welcome to ask questions in the Step Out and Thrive community. But you can also email me, Bethany at stepoutandthrive.com, or just visit stepoutandthrive.com and get connected. As always, dare to do more than just survive. Get curious, ask what love can do, and step out and thrive. See you guys back next week. Bye. Thanks for enjoying today's Step Out and Thrive podcast, the one place that you can always count to dare to do more than just survive, to step out and thrive. As always, for more information, please check out bethanybjoy.com or stepoutandthrive.com.